Okay, so I know the other day I brought up the big P word, as in politics. But I had really good reason for that. And it was me asking how others wished that people thought about politics differently, like just our perspective, our outlook, and the way we go about it, getting our heads out of these Facebook discussions that are, quite honestly, Facebook arguments that have divided relationships and people's views of one another. Whereas, so for me, my answer to how do I wish that we could think about politics differently is just really continually standing strong in your values and in your beliefs, but really tackling the unified action area of making a difference. Like, I think that we agree more on a lot of issues and views and circumstances and making a positive difference than we disagree. But we never get past the point of disagreeing to actually coming together and walking in action. And everyone kind of in their own sphere points their finger at, the church points the finger at the world, and the world points their finger at the church, and, a lot of other people are like, I just want to stay out of it, which, that's not always the best route either, just trying to stay out of it rather than, sometimes you gotta tackle the awkward, it's avoiding the awkward sometimes can just not get as much done either. And so there was just this day that I was just really thinking about, man, I wish that we could really break through in how we thought about politics. And you being in stirring Embers is a passion of mine, and how we're unified. And again, it's about championing each other's strengths and giving grace through one another's weaknesses. And I believe that that's a value to be held all the way across the board, because when it comes down to it, a lot of us, we're never going to completely agree on something. And so I wish that, we would find ways to come together more in unity, because, it's no secret that I'm very pro-life. I love babies. I've been through my own hard circumstances, but me and some others in the forefront in that area, we also understand grace and forgiveness and understanding for those with other views, and they have reasons for their views. And I think that more pro-lifers and more people in the church need to approach that very differently. And so some of us are very much passionate about challenging others to see from the other person's perspective and meet them in grace, than trying to convince them over a Facebook argument with facts and pictures and arguing, because when it comes down to it, there's a place of emotion that comes from. Now, here's where I'm going with this example. We can all agree that we don't want to see the single mom struggle who has 2 kids and is pregnant. I think that we can both come together and agree that we want to see her succeed. We want to see those children loved. So let's get in each other's lives in a positive way and come alongside them in their journey and truly help them in a way that is going to reach their need and help them through hard times. If we can never get past our basis of belief, we're not going to be able to come together in action for each other. And I believe that's something that is really important in actually making an impact in people's lives. And so for me, it's going past the discussion and into what we agree on and why we're passionate about our stance, and actually stepping in and in action making a difference than talking so much about it. Let's worry less about persuasion and let's actually get involved.